Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 285.
It's moving day again, but we're not going very far. We are over at Boardwalk in a standard room, and we're checking out to go over across Crescent Lake to Yacht Club, where we have a club level room. We're very excited about a couple nights club level with a water view, which should be really nice. This time though, we are not going to walk all of our luggage around the boardwalk over to Yacht Club. We learned that lesson. It is far too hot here in Florida to be dragging all those suitcases back and forth, making several trips. So we called Bell Services and had them transfer all of our bags for us over to Yacht Club. And then we walked over to Yacht Club instead of taking an Uber, since it is right across the bridge. Got there and they took us upstairs to the club level lounge because that's where we're gonna get checked in since we're staying here. Our room wasn't quite ready, so they gave us a welcome drink, which was basically a juice and some soda water. And then they brought us into the lounge and let us have all the snacks we wanted while we waited for our room.
We walked inside the lounge and we were actually the only ones in here. We did not make it in time for breakfast, but we are here for lunch. And lunch usually consists of more snacky items just to get you between breakfast and dinner, which is fine because we enjoy snacking all afternoon and eating a lot for dinner. They had several different types of fruit. They also had some raw vegetables with some dip. They had house-made chips. They had several different types of cookies, which I don't really consider a snack. That's more like dessert, but I'm also not going to complain about it, so there's that. There were also some snacky items, more for the kids as far as gummies and things like that. But my favorite thing they have for lunch is the red pepper hummus. I could eat this all day long. Robert is shaking his head yes, because I would literally just get a big scoop, put it on my plate, and just keep eating it all afternoon.
It is really good, but I can only eat so much hummus and then I'm kind of done with it. But yeah, you kind of ate a lot of that.
Because there was no one here in the lounge, we did opt to take some pictures because it's not very often we get this opportunity. So we took pictures of the lounge. It's got a decent amount of seating, but not a ton for how many people are normally here. But there's a really cute area that's got some board games, a TV. It's kind of off to the side and a lot of people don't even realize it's there. So we really enjoy sitting over there because it tends to be quieter and a lot more relaxed. About the time we were done with our snacks and taking pictures here in the lounge, we did get that text saying our room was ready. So we headed down the hall, took some detailed pictures in the room, and then did a room tour for Facebook and YouTube.
We did get one of the few king beds that they have available here on club level. So it's really nice for us to have this king bed. As you can see, they've got kind of the same theming with all the furniture around with the blues and the wood. And then the bed is raised up off the ground, so you do have under the bed storage there. You can slide your suitcases underneath if you need to. And if you'd like to see that entire room tour, it is linked down in the description below and up there in the corner. Once we were done with the tour, I sat down and edited it together and then uploaded it to Facebook and YouTube, which was gonna take a few minutes even though the Wi-Fi is decent here. So we decided to go exploring and we went downstairs to Beaches and Cream, which is actually closed right now. They are refurbishing it and expanding it, which is really exciting. But they aren't open for business in the normal place. They've kind of moved over into the convention space right next door, just a small little meeting area called Ariel's that's not normally open. And we wanted to see, like, what are they still offering? So we walked in and found out they have no kitchen whatsoever. So they're only offering ice cream, and even that is only a few of the dishes that they used to offer.
But the main thing that we wanted to know, are they still offering the No Way Jose? And they are. We're not gonna get any right now because, you know, we're club level, free food. So we're not going to pay for ice cream, but at least we know for future reference because that's very important to us. After we were done exploring in there, talking to the cast members, we then went down to the marina because if you remember, we do have that free boat ride that we won when we played bingo. It hasn't expired yet, we still have some time, but we wanted to know what we needed to do for it to redeem it. Do we need to schedule a time? How much does it cost? Is there extra we can pay if we want a longer time? So we went down and had an amazing cast member. He answered all my questions. He was so nice. He even showed us the boats and what they can do. So we talked through different options. We don't have to schedule anything. We just need to let them know day of if possible because it's on a first come, first served basis. And we're like, okay, very good to know, thank you. My plan is to use it for Robert's birthday later in November.
But she didn't tell me about that plan, so
No.
I just thought she was trying to find out for something we could do in the next couple weeks or something. After we finished talking to the person at the marina, we headed back upstairs to club level. We grabbed some ice cream from the club level lounge and headed back to the room. The video was almost done uploading, not quite, but it was getting really close. So we sat out on the balcony and enjoyed our ice cream that we didn't have to pay for like we would have at Beaches and Cream. I mean, we did pay for it, but not in the same way. It feels like it's free ice cream. When we finished with that, I grabbed my laptop and she grabbed hers, and we headed down to the club level lounge where we continued to work for the rest of the afternoon until it was time for the dinner time here at club level, and we were very excited because they tend to have pretty good food here at Yacht Club. Tonight they had pulled pork sliders that were actually really good. They had one of my favorites, tomato bisque. Even though it's summertime, it's still really hot. I love tomato bisque, so I'm totally gonna eat some of that. They also had chicken nuggets for the kids and also some PB&J sliders, which were essentially a make your own PB&J. I still like the shooters better because I don't have to put all the work in, but I like PB&J anytime.
They also had some vegetables just like they did at lunchtime. There were some little hors d'oeuvres. I did try these. I hated it, but I did try it, and that's what counts. And just like every club level, they had the cheese and crackers, little salads, all those little things that we expect to see each time. We enjoyed a whole lot of food here for dinner, went back for seconds and thirds, and whatever we really enjoyed, just kept going back for. Stayed there at the table once dinner was over because there's only an hour until dessert, and well, doesn't matter how much you eat for dinner, there's always room for dessert. For dessert, they did have brownies, which of course are my favorite dessert of all time, so I was very happy about that. They had fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats, which were just really colorful. I did not eat them, but they looked really pretty. They also had several different flavors of cupcakes, just the little mini cupcakes you can pop in your mouth and not feel bad about eating multiple of them. And the cookies that they've had out all day were also there for dessert as well.
But the best part is that they have ice cream, and it's there all day, but also for dessert, so that brownie can also have ice cream with it, or the cookies if you want cookies and ice cream. It's a great thing that Yacht Club has that I kind of wish more of the resorts club levels had, because having ice cream at the end of the day is just the perfect ending no matter what of the desserts you have.
When we were done completely stuffing ourselves with dessert after that really great dinner as well, we walked downstairs for the movie Under the Stars because this is actually one neither of us have ever seen before. It is a newer Disney Channel movie, which is why we haven't seen it. They were playing zombies, and we're like, okay, we'll go check it out. If we're not interested, that's fine. We got a free bag of popcorn while we were here, so even if the movie isn't good, that just makes up for it, and then we can leave whenever we want. We were actually the only people that stayed through this entire movie. Some people came late, some people were there and then left. We were the only ones that stuck it out. We really enjoyed this movie. The choreography, the music, the story, we thought it was really good. We're like, how have we not seen this movie before? It was much better than we expected it to be.
That's not to say it wasn't a cheesy, goofy movie, because it is still a Disney Channel original movie. It definitely was exactly what you'd expect from a Disney Channel movie, but it was a lot of fun and good music and everything else. So a great way to end the night, just hanging out here on the beach. After the movie was over, we did go for a walk around the boardwalk because it is just a beautiful night out here. Then we headed back up to our room, and when we got there, we heard the fireworks at Epcot starting. So we walked out on the balcony and had an amazing view of Epcot Forever off over the tree line. We could see kind of the water from the room, and we could see the pool, but we had a perfect view of the fireworks. So we sat out there and watched Epcot Forever from a very different angle than we've seen it before. And honestly, it's a pretty cool show from here, but I do miss seeing the kites that you get to see when you're inside the park. So I'd say it's a little better in person in the park versus out here at the resort. After the fireworks were over, we headed back into the room, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.